What's going on, everyone? This is me again with the Katwalk C2 Plus. And again, this is the longer version of why I'm returning it. So to get started, if you guys this is mainly for Oculus users. I'll go ahead and let you know. I use an Oculus, love standalone, love Oculus PC. Started with standalone, eventually got the PC. And it's been awesome. But I don't think Valve or whatever other headsets there are out there, I don't think you guys are gonna have the same experience as me. So keep that in mind. This is coming from an Oculus user, coming from someone also. Part of the biggest reason why I felt like I needed to make this video was because when I was thinking about buying it, I was seeing a lot of reviews from streamers, VR, YouTube folk, and most of them seem to be paid advertising. I don't know if they really were paid, but they would have like discount links or whatever, all that stuff. And then some of them would mention they received the Katwalk for free from Cat VR for them to test it out. So that's already awesome, right? That's already like a $1,400, $1,500 savings right there. If I would have gotten this thing for free, I think I'd be very happy with it. But that said, yeah, I would have avoided its flaws. But that said, again, as an Oculus user, as someone who's not very, I wouldn't say I'm not tech savvy. I know how to get around stuff. I was able to set it up and everything, but I don't enjoy messing with applications. I don't enjoy, getting into software, coding, anything like that. That's not me. I like to plug and play. That's why I have an Oculus. I love its system. It's super smooth, super natural. I think the Oculus is amazing. And I'm excited where we're headed with it. But that said, keep that in mind. This is coming from just an average Joe, normal user, normal consumer, an Oculus user, and someone who doesn't like messing with software too much. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. But I am returning it. I've requested a refund, and I'm working with them on it. And I'll talk about that experience later, because I do feel like they've been very misleading with a lot of things, including their refund policy. So I'm happy to dive into that as we go along here. But diving into kind of the meat of the video, why am I returning this thing? It's not what I expected. Just right out the bat, it's not. The videos and everything made it look really smooth, just like we were already there in VR or in the technology, in the space, whatever, that we could actually get that level of immersion. And I don't know, it's not there. So for one, I got the Nexus. If you go in, my view is like all or nothing, right? So I got the treadmill, I got the C2 Plus, I got the Nexus. I don't think there's anything left. I think there was some Loco S thing that I didn't get. But anyway, I got the Nexus, I got the C2 Plus. It comes with the mobile, whatever this thing is called, the haptic thing for the chair. Basically, it's a seat. But anyway, so I got the Nexus. And they say that you can use standalone with this Katwalk. That's the biggest red flag for you standalone users. It's very misleading. You technically, yes, you can, but you need a PC in order to set it up. So if you don't have a PC, don't get the Katwalk. It's not going to work for you. You have to have a PC to set everything up. First of all, you have to connect the Katwalk to the PC. You have to download the Katwalk Gateway software. And then you have to connect your Oculus to your PC to download the software directly onto the Oculus. And from there, also you have to have a router at least somewhat nearby, so you can connect the Nexus to your internet router, and from there connect it to the base as well. So it requires a lot more than what it kind of sounds like and what it looks like on the ads. It looks like you can just set it up and go, like it's replacing your joystick or something on the Oculus, but it's not. You need a PC to get it all set up. And then again, once you have, so let's say you go through all that like I did, I downloaded all the software, got it all set up, which by the way, setup is crazy. This thing is huge. It's super heavy. And I received a faulty base, not anything that affects performance, just 2 screw holes for the legs were misaligned. So they're actually sending me a replacement one, and I'm returning it. I've already talked to them about it. It hasn't gotten here yet, but those two holes in the base are not aligned well for the screws. Again, doesn't affect performance, not a reason why I'm returning it, just an added detail to my experience here. But anyway, I got it all set up. I got the Oculus plugged into the PC, downloaded the software, got the Nexus set up, I get harnessed in, I get ready to go. And now you have to download through the software on the Oculus. After you download it on the PC, you have to re-download the games that you want to play on standalone. So as an example, Contractors, love that game, awesome game. Um, I went to reinstall it so it'd be compatible with the cat software, and Oculus gives you some notification, or the meta software, whatever it is, and it's like some I don't remember the exact words, but it's basically like, hey, this app has been tampered with. We don't like condone cheating or something like that, so you can click here to restore the app or just continue on. Obviously, they tell you don't restore it, just continue on, or you might not be able to use the Catwalk. And so I did what they said. I get into Contractors, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I really am walking around the base. It's not as smooth as I expected, and I'll get to that later, but it's still really cool. You're definitely more immersed. It's a pretty awesome experience. I went through like the shooting range a little bit, and then I go to play multiplayer, and I get hit with the realization that because they changed the app, mods are no longer available. Mods are no longer available in Contractors if you use the standalone Catwalk VR. So if you guys play Contractors, it's just as an example, you know that pretty much wipes out your multiplayer. You can still play standard maps, standard game modes, standard loadouts, but I mean, that's a handful of lobbies that are open, and most of us play Contractors for the mods. So it completely ruined the game. I mean, there was no point in playing it anymore, but I still was trying it out, trying to move around and see how it felt. Again, not what I expected. I'll get to that later. But so it ruined the game. So at that point, I was like, well, I think I'm kind of getting the sense this is not designed for standalone. I'm not even gonna bother here anymore. I'm not gonna download. I had downloaded Onward with their version. Didn't even want to try it, so I just closed all that out. And I was like, okay, let me do it directly through the PC. So forget the Nexus. It's not there yet. They're working on it, I'm sure, and they're definitely leading the industry, but we're just not there. But so I go to the PC, and I find, again, for Oculus users, I get my games through Oculus, the standalone, and then the ones that you can download simultaneously or on PC VR as well. I downloaded them as well. So I go try to get Contractors set up on the PC, and it's not working. I go through like, I don't know how many videos. I'm back and forth with their service team. Finally, I get it all, basically figure out how to get Contractors working for the Catwalk. You have to open it basically through Steam. So this thing is designed to work with Steam, is what I ended up realizing. It is 100% designed to be compatible with Steam games and the Steam, I don't know, system interface, whatever. I'm not a tech guy, again, by any means, I mean. So it's designed to go through Steam. And so I was like, okay, well, I've been wanting to get Pavlov on Steam because I want to see what the better graphics are. I have it on the standalone. Let me give it a shot. With just there, I'm already kind of leaning towards returning it because I don't like using Steam, and I like using standalone a lot. It's not as smooth as I thought it was gonna be, already as smooth as I thought it would be already. So I was like, let me just give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna download Pavlov, and I'm gonna give it a shot through one of the games that it's definitely compatible with. So I do it, download Pavlov. Actually downloaded a bunch of games because they were on sale for Black Friday. So games that I wanted to try that are only on Steam, like Half-Life Alyx. But I downloaded Pavlov to try it. I get in there. I did try Half-Life Alyx with it as well. But when I get into Pavlov, man, this is the one that, okay, this is 100% what it's designed to play with, and 100 times better experience. It's so much smoother. It's already set up. Again, more of a plug and go type of thing. So 100%, this thing is designed for Steam games. It is not designed for Oculus standalone or Oculus PC VR. They have made it compatible with Oculus standalone, but it's again very glitchy, ruined contractors completely. And then Oculus PC VR, it just doesn't. It didn't work for me. Now, there's videos on how you can change the apps, and I did. I went into contractors' properties and made it like shareable, so you can open it through Steam, and it's a whole mess. And I was like, forget this. This is again, I don't like this stuff. I want to plug and play. So I did it all, and it still wouldn't work. And so I reverted to contractors, hit settings, and again tried Pavlov on Steam. And so again, it's 100 times smoother. It definitely worked a lot better on Steam, but still there, it's very glitchy. So it's not all there. I mess with the settings a lot. You can set the walking accuracy, you can set the walking speed or whatever. I guess it like multiplies how fast you're going to help you run faster, or make your unintentional movements kind of filtered out and things like that. And it does make it a little bit better. But at the end of the day, I'm running in a straight line, or trying to run in a straight line, and I'm like veering off to the side. So if I'm trying to go through a doorway, I end up like hitting the wall on the side, like where the door frame is, and then I have to like slide my foot around to get it over, or just use the joystick to get it over. But it's a very glitchy experience. It's not what I expected it to be. There's no way. I finally tried multiplayer on Pavlov, and I was getting smoked, man. There was no chance. I'm trying to run, and this thing is taking me like sideways. And again, it's cool. It's exciting to see where we're headed. But for $1,500 or on sale, I got it for like 14. It's not worth it for me, especially because again, it's designed for Steam, and I play most of my games through Oculus standalone or PC VR. So all of these things, my experience with it was not at all what I had seen online. All the streamers are using it on the Oculus in the videos. Some are using it on other headsets, but and it looks so smooth. It looks so clean. That wasn't it for me. Now, again, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I have some of the emails here. So they advertise, and I have this here as well. This is the other thing. I'm not returning it for this, but I just wanted to point out their advertising and their policies are very misleading, very deceptive. I did not like that at all. But if you go online, you'll see this. It says free setup, valued at $99, right? Wrong. So I have the emails here. When I was going back and forth with them on getting the base sent back out to me, they said they were gonna send it out or whatever. You know, I was trying to see if I was doing something wrong or fixing the base, whatever. So it was the email, the service team, which everything you buy has some sort of customer service email for free. No $99. Like there's nothing that I have bought that I can think of that if I needed help with it, I couldn't reach out to some sort of customer support email. So this is not what they were advertising. This is a given, right? This is taken for granted. They have to have some sort of support. So anyway, this is not the one-on-one, but I was talking with them about the base, the screws not fitting or whatever. They said they're going to send me a new one after looking at the pictures and kind of having me test it out. And so that was cool. They took care of me there. But then, so at the end of that conversation, I was like, thank you for the update. I do have a question. When I purchased the base, I saw I had one-on-one setup support available and 2 Steam gift cards as well. How do I get those add-ons? I have yet to receive the Steam gift cards. I don't want them, of course, anymore. I'm returning it. But again, just there was a lot of issues in my receiving the order. But yeah, like the shoes got here late. The base is faulty. I think this was just Black Friday, a lot of overload that they had in their warehouses or whatever. So definitely not the reasons I'm returning it, but it was messy. And the Steam gift cards, again, never received them, and I don't want them now. That said, the one-on-one support available, I was asking about, and the response, dear customer, hope this email finds you well. This is so-and-so from Cat Service Team, blah, blah, blah. Regarding the Steam gift card issue, they forwarded it to their sales team, blah, blah. As for the one-on-one setup support issue, please check the mail below. Welcome to Katwalk VR family. This whole email is like a checklist and some videos. And so I'm like, what? Thank you for the info. I thought I had one-on-one support that was supposed to be $99. This was very misleading. I've set it up already. but I'm asking for help because I'm finding it works mainly best with Steam games. This is what I'm saying here. I was hoping to use it more through Oculus PCVR or standalone. I'm having a very glitchy experience and I'm not sure it's going to work for me. Is there someone that can help me clean up my experience so far, or am I just going to go through this service email? Again, giving them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not a tech guy, so maybe they have someone that can set it up and it's going to work perfectly smooth. And they responded, thank you for your email and sharing your concerns. Regarding the one-on-one support you mentioned, sorry that there may have been some misunderstanding. Please note that this service is provided free of charge, although it is valued at $99. You can refer to the image below for reference. And this is when you're ordering it, this is how it shows up. One-on-one service support, $0, $0, but they advertise it that it's $99, right? As for your experience with standalone, they sent me the manual on the Nexus, which I already set it up using that same manual. And then finally, I responded again, yes, that was my point. You are advertising one-on-one support that does not exist. I have everything fully set up as instructed. My issue with this Nexus is blah, 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 blah. All in all, like, I was hoping the one-on-one support would help getting it. All right, so I missed typo there, but I was hoping the one-on-one support would help me getting it running more smoothly, even just via the PC games. Is there a way to cancel a replacement based all shipped out? I would like to try it a few more days to decide if I'm keeping the system or not. If it's not too late, I can send you the trouble of sending the replacement. Anyway, they finally, after, again, more back and forth, were like, okay, so if you want, you can add us on this Skype or on this WhatsApp number, and we can help you out there. So maybe that was the one-on-one that they were selling or whatever, that Skype and the WhatsApp number. But you guys, I just read to you, I had to really dig for it. They kept sending me manuals that this thing comes with and videos that it comes with, which is not one-on-one support for one. It's not valued at $99. Anything that you buy as a consumer, you should have some sort of manual, some sort of instruction, some sort of customer support, at least email. So super misleading. Then finally, we get into the, I decide I want to return it. It's not working out. This is not what I thought it was going to be. It's not as smooth as I thought, and I don't think it's worth the $1,500 in my own opinion. But then finally, so I had read this before, just to be safe. Here's the refund policy that you get on their website. If you see it there, I'll read it to you here in a moment, but just to show you, this is on their policy, and they do have a link for more details on the refund policy. But what it says up front, refund policy: if you're not completely satisfied with your purchase, you can return it within 30 days of delivery for a full refund. Just make sure to include proof of purchase with the return. After 30 days from the delivery date, we won't be able to offer a refund. To get started with your return, simply reach out to us at service@katwalk.com. We'll process your refund as quickly as possible. For more details, please refer refund policy. I'm good, right? Okay, it's been way less than 30 days. I haven't even received the working base, so clearly I'm still in the window, right? And I emailed them letting them know, hey, I want to return this thing. And they hit me with, according to our return policy, you have the right to return any products within 30 days of receipt. Here's the kicker: provided that the item is unopened and in its original packaging. If your item has been opened or used, returns must be requested within 14 days of receipt and should include all accessories and original packaging. You can review our policy here. And sure enough, if you click in to the details on the refund policy, it does get more detailed, and it does say you have the right to return your products within 30 days from the date of receipt, provided that the item is unopened and in its original packaging. Dog, that is so deceptive and misleading, because first of all, who buys anything and leaves it in its packaging unopened to find out that they're unsatisfied within 30 days? So right there, they're just trying to get you to not be able to get a refund. Super misleading. Really didn't like that. That was just super slimy, sketchy. I hated that. And then for products that have been opened or used, returns must be requested within 14 days of receipt. To be eligible for a return, the buyer must provide all accessories, blah, blah, blah. So, and then if upon return it's determined that the products have been used, damaged, are missing components, are not in resale condition, we'll charge a restocking fee or otherwise reduce the amount of your refund to account for this use, damage, or any missing components. All this jargon in their email. They told me they're basically like, hey, we're gonna need some pictures, you send it over to us and we'll determine in what condition it's in to issue you the refund. And I'm super not happy with that. I mean, they lost any sliver of trust they had left right there. Because again, I have it here. You guys just saw it. Their bold-face refund policy. If you're not completely satisfied with your purchase, you can return it within 30 days of delivery for a full refund. How are you going to be satisfied, or how are you going to be unsatisfied with it without opening the package? And then who opens the package? Who opens the I don't know about you guys, but if I order something, it gets here, I open it, I throw away the package. This thing is super big, clunky. The packaging is massive. It's a couple of a huge box and then a couple of smaller boxes. I'm not gonna keep that around my house, bro. I opened it, set it up, tried it out. I threw all the packaging away, and now they're telling me I have to send it in the original packaging. So very, very displeased with their integrity, man. The way that they do things, the way they have that refund policy set up. Just say it up front. If you're not satisfied within 14 days of use, of opening it, of delivery, whatever it is, then return it in the original packaging, but keep the original packaging. But don't come out here saying you can return it within 30 days if you're not fully satisfied, and then have a link where it says that it's 30 days if you haven't opened it. Bro, unbelievable. I got lucky because they sent me a faulty base. So again, it hasn't even been day one of the base. It hasn't gotten here. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the refund. Thank God. But I think they're still trying to hit me. They want pictures of all the rest of the equipment. So the shoes and everything, they want to make sure that they're not too used or worn down or whatever, that I broke anything, which I didn't. I take good care of my stuff. So I think I still get the full refund. But they're also gonna make me pay for like the shipping, return, and everything. It's just very sleazy. I didn't like that at all. But again, the reason I'm returning it is it's not what I expected. So for you Oculus users, I'm rambling. Send me any questions you want. I'm happy to answer. But I just don't think any of the reviews I found online addressed any of this stuff, and it was really surprising. It's not as smooth as it looks, at least in my experience, as an ordinary user who's not tech savvy, who doesn't like messing with software, and still was able to get it all downloaded and all set up. It's not as smooth as I thought. It is not designed to be used with Oculus standalone or Oculus PC VR. They have adapted it to it, and so you can get it working, but if you do standalone, it's going to ruin contractors, eliminates the mods, and it's not the same game. It's just not the same game after that. PC VR, can't use it at all on Oculus. So Oculus PC VR, it's wiped out. You have to use Steam, and that is what it's designed to use, and that's where it's more smooth. But again, it's still, in my experience, it's just not the smooth system that I thought it was. And then also, personally, I'm not going to repurchase all the games that I have on Oculus standalone and Oculus PC VR, buy them all again on Steam so that I can use it and have the glitchiness that I've had. Again, running into walls, like I'm no competition in the games anymore because I'm trying to walk. I'm not trying to shoot the enemy. I'm just trying to walk in a straight line, man. So anyway, again, not a YouTube dude by any means, but I thought I'd make some reviews here. I also bought the Wheeled One VR stock. It is supposed to be the best stock on the planet. I think I'm gonna make a review on that one too, just as your average Joe, to give you guys a little more realistic expectations of what you'll receive there. So yeah, send me any questions you have. Pretty bummed it didn't work out. Obviously I didn't buy it to return it, which is why I don't have the original packaging. but I was really excited about it. But I think it just made me realize we're just not there with the technology yet. I think I have an idea that the Omni One, the competitor, that's like $3,500, ridiculously expensive. But because it comes with the Pico or Pico, whatever it's called, with the headset, I have a feeling that one is probably way smoother because it's being sold as an entire system. So the headset with the treadmill, I think that's going to make it a lot smoother than what this one is trying to do, where it's adapting. Of course, it's not even half the price. This is definitely a great attempt at what we're looking for, but I think they have a lot of work to do to hedge out the cracks and just make it smoother. So I'm hopeful one day we'll get a Oculus standalone, Oculus PC VR like domestic treadmill. I don't know if Meta will have to make it or what, but I'm pretty sure that Omni One is going to be a lot smoother with 3 times the cost, because it has its headset already set up. So it's probably more plug and play, probably a lot more well connected interface and whatnot. This one is very glitchy because you're connecting systems that weren't originally together. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm gonna try to hashtag this thing as much as I can, because again, I don't feel like we've had I didn't have any reviews that explain this experience when I got it. And to you guys that have it, if you get your experience was different, feel free to comment below and call me an idiot, call me a hater or whatever. It's just my experience as an average Joe does not like this stuff, and who's an Oculus standalone and PCVR user. This is not it. So God bless you guys. Have a good one.